Hi all, hi YouTube. Glen here from FG. I thought I'd give you all a quick update. I know it's been quite a while since I last done an upload last year. Um, it's just been busy, and I just I just didn't really get the time to go around and vlog stuff and capture it and do all the other stuff that's involved. Up to sort of December last year, November was actually our busiest month of the whole year. We were extremely busy. Some of the commercial work that we do, we got a lot more hours during the winter months with doing extra work on the grounds, and that really kept us busy. As I said, November was our most busiest month in the entire year, which is unusual for a garden maintenance business. December was another busy month, and now we're in January. It's quiet down a bit. Things are a little bit more relaxed. Still kept going though with the regular sort of work that we have. So, how is it that we managed to get through the winter? What is it that we do? Well, we mainly we don't really do one-off work or one-off jobs anymore. We really only take on clients that are all year round. So 12 months of the year. The growing season, March to, let's say, end of October, November, depending on the weather, and then from November to February, the winter season. But in the growing season, we typically do your usual grass trimming, mowing, all that sort of general maintenance stuff. In the winter, we would do hedge pruning. We would spring now we would start doing scarifying jobs and other things that we space out over the whole 12 months of the contract. That way, we sort of get regular work, we get regular cash flow that doesn't dramatically drop in the winter. It can be harder to find those type of clients that are willing to pay you all year round, but they do exist. Um, of course, another thing is commercial work. That's really a lot of people will tell you that that's where the money is at. Um, and that's true. Some commercial work can pay you very well. It can be very competitive though, very hard to get. You need to get in with a good management company that looks after several properties and getting their good books, do a good job, and then they will slowly feed you more work over time. But it takes a long time, and that's really the only way you do it. The longer you stay in the business, the more contacts you'll get. And don't be afraid to reach out to all these other management companies that look after properties and give them your information and tell them that you can give them a free obligation price for maintenance work on any property, and that'll just get the communication flowing, and then potentially it might lead you to securing your first commercial contract. These contracts can be is really the only way you're going to fundamentally grow a garden maintenance business over time, is by stacking these contracts on top of each other. They are all year round generally, and as I said, they can pay you pretty well, depending on the contract you have. And as I said, it's because it's all year round. You have a safety net, like so many gardeners and maintenance people that I know that are in the business, or even on YouTube, they will tell you that the winter period is slow, and the winter period is slow. That's 100% truthful. Um, but if you have those all year round clients, um, it can be more quieter on you, but financially you're not any worse off. Like generally speaking, for us, so a lot of summer work that we do for these contracts would be weekly or every 2 weeks. And we would get paid X amount per month. So in the winter, we would generally only visit these places once a month, but we'd get the same pay as if it was June or July. But we're doing a lot less work, a lot less man hours, and that way it's just all around much easier. Um, but that's really how we manage to get through the winter. Everyone's experience will be different, and people will give you their own opinion on what they do. But for us, only doing all year round work is really how we balance it. Otherwise, I think if you were doing, let's say, lots of properties during the summer, but then you came to an abrupt end in October, then I mean, most of your revenue's gone. That isn't really a great way of scaling or being able to grow your business. If all your work is finished come end of season. But anyway, that's just my quick update for today. I will upload more and I will get more videos out there. Do let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to chat about running a garden business or acquiring work or pricing jobs, or what is it that you want to know. There will be some equipment also coming up in reviews. I know I promised it, but as I said, YouTube took sort of a back seat over the last few months, but I will hopefully try and get back into it and post more content. And but do let me know what you want to hear, what you want to watch, and do like, subscribe, guys. In fairness, I'm amazed that I even have subscribers at this stage, to be honest. So every little every little subscriber helps. But yeah. Anyway, cheers. Thanks for watching. Have a good year, and we'll chat very, very soon. Cheers.